The sun dipped low over the Oklahoma plains, painting the sky in bruised shades of orange and purple. Dust whirled across the cracked blacktop of Route 66, the infamous Mother Road. Though modern highways had long taken the bulk of traffic, this lonely stretch between Sayre and Eric still whispered of the past, of road trips, dreams, and disappearances. Cal Hunter leaned against the door of his 18-wheeler, the Blue Raven, smoking his third cigarette of the hour. He was a veteran trucker, over 20 years on the road, coast to coast. He'd seen it all: late-night wrecks, shady rest stops, even a tornado that lifted a trailer clean off the ground. But what he hadn't seen, and didn't believe in, was ghosts. That would change tonight. Cal was hauling refrigeration units bound for Albuquerque. Route 66 was the scenic route, but he liked it better than the monotonous interstate. Fewer speed traps, fewer cars, and, most importantly, fewer people. He wasn't in the mood for small talk or truck stop chatter. The road was his therapy. As twilight deepened, the landscape turned into a silvery blur. The road stretched ahead like a forgotten thread. Then he saw it, a shimmer in his side mirror. Headlights. But something was off. They weren't the yellow halogen glow or bluish LED beams of modern trucks. These were dimmer, redder, almost like taillights. But they were behind him, coming fast. Within seconds, a massive semi roared up behind him. A deep red Kenworth W900, chrome glinting, engine growling like a beast awakened. Its grille looked almost like a mouth, gaping, hungry. The truck didn't slow down, just swerved to the left and past him. No license plate, no company logo. Just one word scrawled across the back doors in faded black paint: return. Cal blinked. Then came the second truck. Another red semi, identical in make and model. Its driver was invisible behind the tinted windshield. This one didn't pass. It matched Cal's speed. Close. Too close. It lingered beside him like a shark circling its prey. Cal tapped the horn. Nothing. He turned to look. His lights caught something behind the driver's window. A pale face. Hollow eyes. Staring. Then it was gone. The third truck came next. Then a fourth. All red, all silent, all empty-eyed. Cal's knuckles turned white on the steering wheel. He turned the CB radio on. Breaker 19, anyone out here on 66? I got a real strange convoy riding my ass. Static. Then faintly. Return. 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 He shut it off. His heart thudded in his chest as the convoy of red trucks boxed him in. Front, sides, rear. They weren't passing. They weren't backing off. They were trapping him. And Route 66 had suddenly grown very, Cal's breath fogged the inside of the cab despite the heater being off. The temperature had dropped unnaturally fast, cold enough to feel like he'd driven into a refrigerator. Outside, the world was shadowed and unreal, lit only by the distant moon and the crimson glow of taillights. The red trucks remained locked in position around him. No drivers, no logos, no engine noise anymore, just silence. He rubbed his eyes. I'm tired, that's all. Been too many hours. But when he glanced at his dash clock, his stomach dropped. It read, 11:66 p.m. What in the hell? He blinked, and the numbers changed. 12:06 a.m. Normal. Was it a glitch? A hallucination? His hands trembled. He reached into the glove box for a half-full bottle of Mountain Dew, chugged it. Anything to feel grounded, but the flavor was wrong, metallic, rusty. He spat it out, looked at the bottle. There was no label, just one word etched into the plastic like a scar. Return. Then the CB crackled again, a low voice whispering through static. He didn't return, so we took him. She ran, but we caught her. You should have stayed on the interstate, Cal. His blood turned to ice. Nobody on the road knew his name. He grabbed the mic. Who the hell is this? Only laughter replied, distant, hollow, as if from multiple mouths, all echoing at once. Suddenly, the lead truck in front of him swerved off the road and into a field. But the road didn't curve. It should have crashed. But it kept going, straight, through trees, through fence posts, through the impossible. The others followed. And then, somehow, Cal's truck was following too. He didn't steer. The wheel turned by itself. The Blue Raven rolled off Route 66 and into the darkness. The land beyond the road was wrong. Dead trees leaned in like spectators. The sky flickered. Not lightning, but old neon signs glowing in the clouds. Motel 6. Texaco. Diner. All upside down, all broken. The red trucks glided like ghosts across the dirt, and Cal's rig followed, engine silent, wheels untouched by dust. He reached for the brake. Nothing. Gas pedal. Dead. The CB hissed again, and a new voice, clearer now, cut through. "You broke the pact, Cal. Every trucker must return what he takes from this road." "What pact?" "You carried more than cargo." Cal's heart dropped. Last year, he'd picked up an old hitchhiker outside Gallup. Gray beard, eyes like coals. The man had warned him not to throw out the small wooden token he left behind on the dashboard. A carved symbol. Cal had tossed it into a ditch the next morning. "Just a damn trinket," he had said. But the token had been a marker, a key, a binding. And now, the road wanted him back. Up ahead, the red trucks stopped in a circle. Their tail lights cast a pentagram of light onto the cracked soil. The lead truck's back doors creaked open slowly. Inside was blackness deeper than any night. A void. From it came a sound, a low, rumbling chant. Thousands of whispering voices, screams buried under gears and diesel. A shadow stepped out, towering, wearing a trucker's cap, eyes like oil leaks, mouth filled with road gravel. "You owe the road, Cal." It raised a skeletal hand, and the Blue Raven lurched forward, toward the open truck, toward the void. Cal screamed and reached for the door. It was gone. Only the window remained. No glass. Only darkness beyond. And the whispering roar of the phantom convoy.
Cal tumbled out of consciousness. He didn't remember jumping. He didn't remember hitting the ground. 1 second he was behind the wheel of his truck, pulled into that nightmare convoy. Then darkness swallowed him whole. Now, he opened his eyes to find himself standing in the middle of a desert. No roads, no stars, just sand and the eerie flicker of a dying truck stop neon sign miles in the distance. The sky above churned like smoke, and red lightning pulsed across it, thunderless but alive. The ground beneath his boots wasn't sand, it was ash. Scorched rubber tires, shards of glass, shreds of torn flannel, all buried in the dust. Truckers' remains, all those who never made it back. Cal turned and saw them, the convoy. Hundreds of red semi-trucks, lined up, row after row, silent, motionless, like headstones. Their engines were off, but their headlights flickered with unnatural energy, like blinking eyes. Some of the cabs were open. Inside were silhouettes, drivers frozen in place, skeletal hands still on the wheel, mouths locked in silent screams. Faces melted into the seat fabric. He backed away. Then he saw his own truck, the Blue Raven, parked at the far end, door open, engine idling. But it was different. The paint was peeling, the wheels sunken into the ash. And there, nailed to the grille, was his own nameplate, Calvin Hunter, like an obituary nailed to a coffin. A voice crackled behind him. "You can return, Cal, but not unchanged." He turned. The shadow figure, the trucker wraith, towered behind him, dragging chains made of exhaust pipe and brake lines. "Return what you took. Make it right. Or stay here. Join the ones who forgot." Cal's mind raced. "The token," he whispered. "The hitchhiker's charm. Left in a ditch outside Gallup, burned in the sun. Forgotten." "You forgot the road remembers, Cal." The ash beneath his feet swirled. Fingers clawed up from beneath the ground. Ghostly truckers, half buried, half screaming, their mouths filled with CB static and diesel soot. "Make it right," the wraith said again, "or you'll haul regret for eternity." Suddenly, he was back. The Blue Raven screeched back onto Route 66, tires skidding, headlights flaring. Cal gasped for air, the dashboard blinking with errors, the speedometer dead. The world was real again, or close enough. No other trucks in sight. No red convoy, only silence. And a long, straight road under a dying moon. His hands trembled. He looked into the glove box. Empty. But sitting on the passenger seat, untouched and clean, was the wooden token. The hitchhiker's gift. It pulsed once, softly, like a heartbeat. Cal didn't question it this time. He picked it up gently, turned the truck around, and headed back east. Back toward Gallup, toward the old man, toward closure. And as he drove, the CB radio sparked one last time. Some debts can be paid. Others just change drivers. Cal didn't answer. He just drove, alone, grateful for silence. The hum of tires, the honest wind. But somewhere far behind him, in the ash deserts off the map, the red trucks waited. And every night they searched the roads, for those who broke the pact, for those who didn't return what the road gave. The convoy never sleeps, and they always come back. 3 months later, a young rookie trucker named Jesse pulls into a rundown truck stop near Tucumcari, New Mexico. He's heard the stories, old road myths, warnings whispered over static-choked CB channels, ghost convoys, cursed cargo, Route 66 legends. He doesn't believe in any of it. As he fuels up, he chats with the grizzled old man working the diner counter. The man's eyes are cloudy, his voice hoarse. "You runnin' the old road at night, son?" "Sometimes," Jesse says, chewing on a toothpick. "Why?" "You see red lights in your mirror. Don't let 'em box you in." "You mean tail lights?" "No." Long pause. "I mean them that ain't attached to no driver." Jesse laughs it off, pays his bill, heads back to his rig. It's a clear night. Stars above. Cool wind. His CB crackles as he passes mile marker 389. Return, return, return. Jesse frowns, and behind him on the silent road appear 4 red headlights. So the next time you're hauling freight through the dead hours of the night, and your CB starts whispering things it shouldn't, or red lights appear where no taillights should be, don't slow down, don't blink, and for the love of the road, never answer the call of the phantom convoy, because once they see you, you're already on the route and there's no turning back. Like what you heard? Hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more real road horror and paranormal tales. Comment below, would you survive the phantom convoy? Coming next. The Whispering Gas Station in Montana. Only on this channel.
It's caught in the crossfire.